Welcome back. It's the time for Fashion Watch, and I'm in studio with my beautiful panel, guys. Good evening.
Hi.
All right, let me quickly just introduce your names, just in case there's someone who's watching us for the first time. Ian Bokwa, Carol Odero, Robert Burale, and Annabelle Onyango. Thank you so much for joining us. Hope you're well. Hope you had a good week.
Fantastic.
Ready to analyze the trends?
Absolutely.
All right, so let's have our first picture on screen. All right, as you can see, there is musician Emmy Kosgei and her husband, together with what I assume is a friend, not sure who that is, and they were attending her husband's daughter's wedding. Your thoughts on that outfit? I'll start with Annabelle.
I mean, I would hazard a guess that the gentleman who's standing beside her is probably her partner, her husband, her date, because clearly they've coordinated outfits. And everybody knows that I'm a fan of coordinating outfits with your date. I think it shows some kind of forethought for the event. I mean, I think she looks beautiful. We haven't seen Emmy Kosgei in a while. Where is she?
She's around. She's around Nigeria, but she's around.
She looks like she's in Nigeria. She's a Nigerian from head to toe, and it suits her really well.
But question, guys. It's been said that, you know, if you're not the bride, stay off from white.
Unless there's a dress code that says otherwise.
Okay. Ian?
I think it's okay. They look really nice. Matchy-matchy. It's nice.
Yeah, Carol?
Well, I love this. I love Emmy Kosgei's versatility, because when she's here, she goes east. When she's there, she goes west. And she knows exactly how to blend into high society. And she knows how to pull it off. She looks like a married woman. You know, she's not trying to pretend to be a young little thing. And I love the coordination. I also love the way she's, you know, she plays around with a lot of color.
Right.
But is that the daughter?
I'm not too sure.
I'm not sure it is. I don't think that that
Can't
is the
be,
daughter.
couldn't be.
Yes.
Because the
Can't be the
stepdaughter
bride.
was,
No.
Yeah, maybe a friend. A friend. Robert, your thoughts?
They look absolutely fantastic, but I'm not the biggest fan of couples matching.
Okay. All right. You don't like that. Why?
I just find it too cheesy.
Okay. Sorry. Moving on. Next picture. Our next picture. All right. Our boys, Sauti Sol, at the Afrima Awards that took place last weekend, if I'm not wrong, in Lagos. Robert, you go for a deeper look. So what do you think of that look?
Now, this is exactly what I mean, dressing the part.
Dressing the part.
When they're on stage, they dress like they're on stage. And that's what I said a few weeks ago. Now, this is what we call understanding the function, dressing the function, and bringing your A game.
Okay. Ian?
Fantastic. Love it, love it, love it.
Okay.
Yes.
Annabelle?
The suits are, they suit them completely, you know, very well tailored. And of course the tuxes and the fact that some are with bow ties and one of them isn't, and the other is in a black shirt. So it makes it similar but different. Looks really, really nice. Annabelle, did you dress them?
Actually, I did not dress them. This was in Nigeria at the Afrima Awards, where the boys won Best Group and Best Something Else, I'm not sure. But like what Ian said, the great thing about dressing for the red carpet for men is that it doesn't take a lot. It's always very classic. But what Sauti do really well is that they're a band, but they're four, you know, individual characters. They have their own personalities, and it comes out in their dressing. And I love the fact that they're all in tuxes, but everybody has personalized their tux. And Sauti do that so well.
Carol, let me ask you, do you think there's another option to dressing for awards apart from the, you know, the usual tux?
Well, there is. Interestingly enough, when I was looking at how the West Africans were dressing for the red carpet, it was very different and it was very mixed. And they had a lot of, you know, agbadas or printed or embroidered fabric, and they were not necessarily wearing tuxedos. I find that a lot of East African celebrities tend to prefer tuxedos because it's an easier option and safer, though it actually has more rules, so it makes it harder to wear. But I find that the West Africans are more adventurous on the red carpet. So yes, there are different ways, but you have to have your very personalized kind of style.
Do you think that's because of the British influence on us?
Well, it could be that, but you also come from a very conservative culture, so it means that we don't take a lot of risk, especially when it comes to fashion.
All right. Next picture. That's, of course, Sauti Sol again. That's their cover album for their latest album, Live and Die in Africa, that was launched yesterday, if I am not wrong. Robert, what do you think of that cover?
This speaks a million words. This is what we call...
Share one.
They do understand. I mean, these guys have just torn the script and pushed the envelope. Of course, my friend Bien needed to have chicken on his lap. So but this shows that you know, then they're bringing their own style. So it's catch me if you can, and that's what Sauti Sol are doing. And you realize they understand their place in the market, their place in the industry, and they're like, you know what, we're not going to copy the American and whatever, we'll bring in our own. You want to copy us, fine.
Carol?
Well, you know what this reminds me of, because it's Live and Die in Africa. It has a very African context in the terms of how they've dressed. There is the general, there is the prince, there is the warrior, there is the, you know, the old school president, there is the king. So it actually shows all kinds of leadership that Africa has been known for. I absolutely love the execution.
Coming to America,
there's Mobutu Sese Seko there. There's General, what's his name? Idi Amin, and then Mswati.
Annabelle, what's your thoughts?
Yeah, well, I styled this cover. Not that I want to toot my own horn, but just to show, I mean, Sauti Sol are always pushing boundaries. They push boundaries creatively, they push boundaries musically, artistically, and this is, I think, a great representation of how powerful imagery and styling can be in terms of pushing a brand and in terms of pushing a message that is positive for the continent, positive for our country. This single, by the way, is free to download until tomorrow night on the Sauti Sol website, so everybody should.
But the website crashed because so many people were
exactly.
All right, guys. I want to bring something in. Chimano and Bien are dressed in suits, and it's more of the Sapeur lifestyle.
Yes.
It brings out the Sapeur lifestyle. Do you see that becoming a trend we'll pick up eventually, guys?
It's interesting. I was talking to Lulumbella today, and I was saying I think we need to bring it in Kenya. But the problem is, as Carol said, we're too conservative. But I believe there are people who can come to the floor, and we will do that.
You do it. You start it.
Ian, you can do it. I mean, look at your pants.
Yeah, we can be about 10 of us. And
can we start?
Ian, are you going to be on?
For it.
I challenge you.
Let's go for it.
Anybody else who wants to join the team, just
go for
get in touch and let's do this.
Okay.
Let's
have a look. All right. Moving on. Next picture. All right, this is the Afrima Awards as well. As you can see there, the host, Davidson Ngiboyene, also known as DNG, in his blue tax. We've agreed a tax is classic. Let's talk about the color. Who wants to go first? Carol?
Well, I figured because he actually changed when he was hosting, he was emceeing. I think that with DNG, he has a very great style, and he does casual and he does formal very well because he can move back and forth. I actually like this tax on him. It seems to work because the cut is right, it fits him perfectly, and because he's an artist, he's an MC, he's like 100 different things. So I think that for him, that expresses who he is, and he can actually pull it off.
Ian agrees because
I do agree.
The color matches your pants.
The color and also the fitting.
Okay.
It was made on him.
Okay.
Yes.
Robert, you
this was in Nigeria?
Yes, it was.
Yes.
Fitting is brilliant. I would have gone for a different color as the host.
But it changed. He kept changing.
He kept changing. But I just judge on this one, because this is what I'm saying. When you go to Nigeria, you cannot even bring your B game. It must be your A+, if there's anything like that. It's not a head turner. It would not. This would turn heads in Nairobi, because you're very conservative.
Okay.
It would be another look in Nigeria.
Annabelle?
I mean, I think DNG cleans up really well. This is the best I've ever seen him look. And I like the blue tux on him. I think it's different. I think it's refreshing. On a red carpet where there's probably a lot of black, and then you do something different in blue. And I really like the way the ladies on his arm are, again, African-inspired. We're seeing sort of this African trend where, you know, people are going back to their roots and are proud to wear African-inspired clothes. So I think this is a win for me.
Okay. Next picture. All right, this was at the Koroga Festival, and Susan Wong. Yes, she's a lifestyle blogger, fashion blogger as well, if I'm not wrong. Carol?
Well, it works. I mean, I've seen Susan actually do better. For some reason, this doesn't move me as much as the other things that she's done have, because she's really quite stylish. This just seems it's all right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Annabelle?
It's festival style, you know? Festival style is supposed to be sort of effortless and easy breezy, bohemian, and I think that's what she's doing here.
Ian?
For Koroga, I think she looks lovely, and it suited Koroga Festival. It works.
Robert?
For me, she's one of my most favorite ladies, but she has not brought her A game. She can do
didn't bring
better.
her in?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do better in what?
This is
her dressing. No, no, even if it's festival, even if it's easy, what did you call it? Easy, freezy, breezy, Bohemian, JVC, DVD. I don't know. But she's so good at her dressing that even when she brings the easy game, I expect better from her.
Okay. Next picture, which is from Koroga. That's Diana Oporti. Right now she's running a beautiful campaign trying to showcase African fashion, 100 days of African fashion. Is this what you want, Robert?
Yeah. I think Diana, for me, knows her stuff, and she's an authority now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Annabelle?
Yeah, I echo what Bob says. I mean, Diana Oporti, she's really a trendsetter. 100 Days of African Fashion. She's wearing an African print romper in this image. This is also another festival look. I think rompers are such. It's not very common to see people wearing rompers in this city because people don't want to show their legs, or people feel like it's a sexualized part of your body. And I love the way Diana is showing off her legs here, and I love the way she pushes this Made in Kenya agenda. I'm wearing, for example, today a necklace by a designer called IMI, jewelry made in Kenya, and we always want to push that, of course.
Okay, Carol, she brought up the issue of being very conservative as Kenyans. I just want to hear from you. Is that going to change anytime soon? Do you see that changing?
It's a gradual process. It doesn't happen abruptly. I mean, I've seen a few people who do interesting things with fashion, and the more you have people who are interested in fashion, the more interest there is in fashion, the more likely that that's going to happen. But it's going to be a slow expansion. I wouldn't expect it to happen soon. There isn't going to be a revolution in the next, couple of years or so.
Okay. And do you want it to happen, that revolution?
Yes, absolutely. But it's going to take time. The people who will be stuck up to the way things should be, the Burales, the others who will want to step out.
Yes.
No, and seriously, I know what Ed is saying. She's dressed, she's shown her legs, but in a very decent way. But we have some people who show everything like it's a competition. And I think this is okay.
Pick one to display. That's my rule.
Okay.
Moving on.
Exactly.
That again is at the Koroga Festival. I'm seeing a lot of print. Does this mean print is the in thing now? And we all look at Annabelle.
So one person who's not in prints today. Yeah, prints are in. Looks like they're staying in, especially coordinated prints. And what that means is when you wear prints on top and on the bottom. Here we see a man doing it. It's a very bold statement. It's not for the faint of heart. I would say I would have preferred a pant on this gentleman, but otherwise, festivals are about fashion. They're about expressing yourself, and that's what he's doing.
Gentlemen, I see you agree that...
No!
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
No?
Looks like pajamas that just have been cut off. Yes. I don't like it.
So would you rather he put on pants?
Well, I think for me this look would work. It depends on the cut, because you can do this and you can do print, but it depends on how you cut it and how you fit it.
Exactly.
And what you wear it with. So it's more a case of styling it than a case of opting to never wear something like that.
Yeah.
No, but I don't agree with a man wearing print top and bottom. If you have the print top, have a plain bottom. Or the other way. Yes, but imagine if I came in with this print and then print here. I look like a confused guy from some desert.
I think it's exactly like what Carol said. It's a matter of perspective, and it's a matter of styling. And some people, I think, are better off wearing it in a more conservative way, like you are, Bob. And others, this is a young man expressing himself.
Man. Keyword is man.
Moving on. Moving on. This is the Koroga Festival as well. I like that dress. My thoughts. Guys?
Love it.
Yeah?
Love it.
Love it. Is it too dressy for a festival?
Yes, it is.
Yes.
It's extremely dressy.
Maybe she
Even
left
the
a wedding
shoes are a bit dressy.
and came straight.
Okay.
On a Sunday, I don't know.
Well,
But she looks beautiful,
She
though,
looks
guys.
beautiful. I love it.
Yeah.
It's great. It's just the wrong place to wear it.
She looks,
that's ideal for a wedding. Or what?
Or an indoor event.
wedding would do. She looks absolutely fantastic, but it's just
wrong place.
the wrong place.
Okay.
Yes.
So if we were to advise her, where is she wearing this? Where is she wearing this? Sorry.
Evening function, award ceremony, wedding, you'll be a showstopper.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Next picture, please. Then there's this guy at the Koroga Festival. Carol?
He's a Kenyan guy.
Gee!
I'm
That's
sorry,
very
but this is what they do, you know, T-shirts, shirts, jeans, hair boots. It's just like, you know, I'm just living.
Yeah, but he's rolled up his jeans. I mean, that is better GQ
See, the
magazine.
impact of that is lost because if you're rolling up your jeans, you need a different kind of jeans and you need a different kind of shirt.
And shoe as well.
There is that.
Okay. Gentlemen, you want to save your brother? No.
You cannot.
It's too Kenyan for me.
That's what I said, and you looked at me like I was crazy.
The thing is, I think what Kenyan men need to do is just put in a little bit of more effort, just a little bit, and
Maybe
that's
a
why.
lot more than a little.
Yeah, that's why, you know, when Nigerian men come and Zairian men and every Kenyan woman is turning, because, you know, we are offering mandazi and they're bringing pizza in dressing.
Yeah, good one. All right. The other one. This was at the Carl Talks event last weekend. Felicia Letherwood was in the country. Carol, you were there. A lot of African fabric. The pictures I saw online, a lot of African fabric. What does that say?
Well, there was a dress code actually that said Ankara.
Okay.
So I think that's part of the reason.
Okay.
But also I think for naturalistas it's easier for them to wear print without looking like they're trying too hard. Because they found a way to incorporate that into their wardrobe. Because you can see for her, she's just doing it with shorts. Everything else is very modern. And even the cut of the short is very modern. So it just makes it work for her.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ian, what do you think?
I don't know. Looks confused.
Are you serious?
Yes. Yes.
Annabelle?
I love to see ladies' legs. I'm glad that the women, we saw Diana Proti earlier wearing a play suit, and now we're seeing this lady in a mini skirt, or maybe those are shorts.
Those
I'm
are
not
shorts.
sure. But it's nice to see sort of women liberating their legs. And I like also the fact that her outfit is balanced, because her legs are exposed, she's worn a blazer, so she's covered up on top, and it's a balanced outfit.
Yeah, choose
But
one to
the
display.
colors, the pink, white,
It was a hair
green,
function?
yellow.
Yeah, but the shorts have a bit of pink. Have a touch of pink. You know, it's just that we can't see it.
Okay.
But when you see the
But it looks
picture
really
up close.
confused. And then the yellow bag.
Color coding.
Okay.
No?
Evidently, she was concentrating on her hair because of her hair function. She really put in too much effort. There's too many colors going on there.
All right.
There's too many colors going on there.
All right then.
They look good separately.
Separately.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any other picture? Our last picture. This is also at the Carl Talk. I know that's Michelle Talami, the founder of Marini Naturals, a hair care product, and then I don't know who the other lady is. But Robert, what do you think?
The tall lady, you call her what? Who,
The tall lady?
The taller one.
Michelle.
Now that is what we call class. Absolutely fantastic. Dressed her body well, looks fabulous. Va-va-voom. Yeah.
Annabelle?
I have to agree, I really like this woman's style. I like the way she's wearing African print, but it's really personalized. It feels like it's obviously customized for her. I love the way it's all in earth tones, and I particularly love the way how she's done her hair in these sort of bantu knots, and she looks like an earth goddess. She's really beautiful.
Yeah.
Ian?
From head to toe, fantastic.
Okay.
He might date anytime.
Oh, I love Michelle. Is absolutely fabulous. She's very stylish. She looks like a CEO, and she looks like a naturalista. She basically lives her brand. She's absolutely beautiful.
She's a CEO.
Kenyan ladies, please watch her.
What about the lady next to her?
That would be Tricia. She's the founder of Tricia Naturals.
Okay, okay.
Yes. I can't see her dress very clearly because it looks so like it's overwhelming her, so I can't see the design of it.
Okay.
It's kind of hard for me to tell.
And the fact that she's standing next to.
Yeah.
Okay. All right then. Well, guys, thank you very much. That was our last picture for Fashion Watch this evening. Many thanks for that. We now have to read some of the tweets that have been shared. At Cynthia Nyongesa, Emikoske and her husband look lovely, awesome. Josephine with Kali, Saudi Soul, so on point, looking all sharp, and the suits very well fitted. Kudos, guys. Finally, Lea Nyasuna, the Saudi Soul cover photo for the Leave and Die in Africa album looks really great, Annabelle did a good job.
Thank you. Thanks. It's a team effort. It's a team effort.
Team effort.
Yes.
All right.
Got any albums for us?
I do.
You do
I
have-
literally do.
Albums? Yes!
I do.
You guys. All right. Can we end the show? Can we end the show? Yes. Can we end the show? Then?
No, she said it on air.
Oh, that's how you're gonna hunt us. We're coming to the end. Okay, now you see what you did, Annabelle?
Yeah.
Everyone is screaming in my ear. Everyone is in trouble.
Don't give any Chelsea fans, though.
Okay, guys, we have to end the show. We've come to the end of Citizen Weekend for today. Many thanks for joining us. I have been your host, Kedriva Ongarwa. Have yourself a lovely Saturday night. Take care, keep warm, drive safe, and be responsible. Bye.